I came across this clip of Perez Hilton on Jason Peterson's podcast, which basically he ended up storming out of the interview mid-interview because the questions were getting too hard for Perez. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it like during the interview and just, topics about it, commentary. So let's just get right into that video.
Website. Perez, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
That's amazing. And so I don't know a lot about you. I do know what you do or have been doing. But I need to are you a Christian?
No.
And you're not a Christian. Are you like Muslim or Catholic or what?
Not. I mean, I was raised Catholic, but I'm a believer in science.
In science?
Yeah.
Oh, but not in God.
I would like to believe in God, but I can't. There's so many different religions all over the world, and they all think they're right. And what's to say that Muslim people are right and Christians are wrong, or Jewish people are right and Muslims are wrong? I would like to think maybe they're all right. Maybe it is true. I would say I'm agnostic. I don't believe, but I don't not believe either.
Oh, I see. So you don't believe in God, and you don't believe, and you don't not believe, because it sounds like you don't see anybody else believing, so it's hard to know what's true.
Well, I see a lot of people believing, and I love that for them. I just am too practical, rational. Things like, if God were real, then why does cancer exist? Or I don't believe, if God were real, in my opinion, I believe he would just be a benevolent God. And there's so much bad that happens in this world because that's just life. That's how the world works.
And what do you mean by benevolent God?
Meaning, people wouldn't die of cancer, people wouldn't be murdered, things like that.
Oh, I see. And so at one time you were a Catholic, you say, right?
Yes.
And then now you believe in science.
Yeah, facts.
And what do you believe about?
There's no factual evidence that there is life after death. Nobody knows that. We haven't gone through it.
Oh.
It would be nice if it were true, but I don't know.
Now, I'm not sure if Perez Hilton has been, on social media looking at near-death experiences, but there is a lot of testimonies on social media and all around that shows about the near-death experiences. Many people have left their bodies and seen the reality of what comes after death and came back into their natural state like nothing ever happened. Perez just needs to go on the internet and look at testimonies. All right, let's continue.
And so you believe in facts.
Yeah, I think, evolution is scientifically proven.
Evolution is?
Yeah.
Do you believe that human beings evolved from animals?
That's been scientifically proven.
That they came from the apes?
Yes.
Really? Have you ever seen an ape turn into a human being?
Over millions of years, it's possible.
But have you seen?
It has been.
Go ahead.
It's been scientifically proven. Yes.
But since being on Earth, have you ever seen a human being turn into an ape?
It would take millions of years to see that.
But have you ever seen it?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I have read enough science, and I believe scientists and people smarter than me.
Notice how he doesn't answer the question when asked, has he ever seen his own two eyes? Has he ever seen an animal turn into a human? He said that it's been scientifically proven, but he won't believe the Bible where it's been historically proven and we have eyewitnesses. He won't believe the Bible, but he'll believe that a man came from a monkey. Man, let's just continue the clip.
I believe scientists and people smarter than me.
Right, I understand that. But have you
seen God? Have you personally seen Jesus?
Yes.
You have? Oh, tell me that.
And I will in a minute, but I want to go back to, have you, since being on Earth, have you ever seen a human being turn into an animal turned into a human being?
No.
Do you personally know anyone, grandparents?
Listen, okay. I apologize. You didn't know much about me. I didn't know much about you. What are we going to be talking about today?
No, I'm just going to know. I think it's really interesting that you believe in facts, but you don't believe in God. So I just want to know more about that.
I don't really care about talking about that more.
You don't?
No.
What's important to you?
My children.
Your children? Oh, yeah? How many do you have?
3.
Nice.
And I'm a gay dad. Do you disapprove of that?
She said, "What now?"
I'm a gay dad who wants to get married to a man. The Bible and very religious people are against things like that. What do you think of that?
I believe that human beings can do exactly what they want. That's their life. If they want to live in hell, they can live in hell on earth. Or if they want to live in heaven on earth, they can live in. I can care less either way. I've never been cared about that.
Do you believe that there should be laws against same-sex marriage?
Same-sex marriage? No. I don't think that they have the right to impose on other people with it. As long as they do their own thing, keep to themselves with it, that's totally fine. But when they come trying to teach it to other human beings in schools and things like that, that's where the issue comes in. And sometimes they tend to impose, because they're so insecure about being whatever they are, they try to make society accept it by imposing. That's where you lose me.
Wonderful.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, wonderful.
Since you mentioned that, I just want to know, how do you know that you're gay?
What are we doing? I thought it was an interview. This is a very interesting chat. Okay. How did I know I was gay? I was born this way. I've always known.
But how do you know? How would you know that?
I have zero attraction to women. The idea of eating a vagina repulses me.
Oh.
You love to eat vagina?
No.
No?
Nope. It wasn't made to eat out. It was made to make babies. But let me ask you this. Did you grow up closer to your father or your mother?
You don't pleasure your partner or your wife or whomever that way?
No.
Oh, man.
Let me ask, did you grow up close to your father or your mother?
Doesn't matter.
Why not?
I grew up closer to my father.
You did. And why not your mother?
All right. I appreciate your time, and my time is valuable, and I have zero interest in continuing this conversation, and maybe we'll go viral.
You about to run already?
This is not what it was explained to me that I was going to get into, and I guess it's my fault for
We're not getting into it.
It's all good. I have no desire to continue. I wish you well.
Are you about to run already?
Yes. Bye.
So we can see that Perez didn't have any desire to continue this interview. Notice how he's, trying to get around the questions, or just he has no intentions of trying to continue this conversation, man. And I think that's quite interesting, because when people start asking the hard questions, people like to run away. The Bible talks about the battle between the spirit and the flesh. So I say, walk by the spirit, and you will not gratify the desire of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit, and the spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want. Even when we know what's right, desire or temptation can make us stumble and avoid accountability. It's a reminder that the flesh is powerful, and even public figures aren't immune to its pull when confronted with hard truths.